The Decompression Room, Tactical Resets for First Responders. Episode 5, Should Families See the Body After Traumatic Death? First Responder Perspectives. It's one of the hardest judgment calls you'll ever make. Someone has just died, violently, suddenly, and without warning. Suicide, homicide, a high-speed crash. You're on scene. The air is still thick with adrenaline, debris, and disbelief. And just as you start to stabilize the situation, their family starts showing up. It always happens fast. One person hears, then another, then more. They arrive desperate for answers. But what they're really searching for is connection. And that's when it starts. They ask to see their loved one. You want to protect them. Everyone on the scene does. You say no, because you saw the body, you saw what was left. And no one, not even someone who loved them, should have to hold that image in their mind forever. You're trained to handle this. They're not. You carry the weight so they don't have to. That's the job. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Whose call is it really? Is it policy or instinct? Maybe your department has a clear rule. Maybe it's unspoken. Maybe you're relying on gut instinct and human decency. Either way, the moment is always the same. You're standing between someone and their worst nightmare, trying to decide whether to shield them from it or let them walk into it willingly. They're adults, they're grieving, and sometimes they're adamant. So what happens when no isn't enough? Is it your place to stop them from seeing what they feel they need to see? Is it trauma prevention or a form of control? What the science says. There's growing research around how people process grief after traumatic death, and it doesn't always match our instincts. Some families report that seeing their loved one, even in a horrific state, helps anchor the loss in reality. It quiets the looping. It answers the questions that would have haunted them anyway. Others are re-traumatized. We also know that trauma is stored in the body, and so is absence. The unknown becomes its own kind of torment. When someone dies violently, the family often returns to the scene again and again. Not to relive it, but to complete something. There's a name for this. It's called seeking closure. Whether or not it helps is deeply personal, but the compulsion is real. Energy, looping, and what lingers. There are theories, too, on the energetic side of things. Trauma sites carry a charge, battlefields, accident scenes, places where life was left abruptly. First responders know this. You've felt it. You've walked into it. Some believe that when a death is sudden or violent, the soul lingers in confusion, that both the deceased and the living feel the pull of the scene because something hasn't been resolved. There are no mainstream protocols for this, but we all know what it feels like when a place won't let go. Could bearing witness actually help ground that moment? The impossible decision. So you stand there torn, wanting to protect, wanting to do the right thing, but also realizing that maybe, just maybe, the person in front of you needs to make that decision for themselves. This isn't about policy. It's about humanity. It's about what it means to carry someone's worst moment and what it means to let them carry it too. So the question remains, if it were your family, your child, your parent, what would you want? And more importantly, who should get to decide?